Why is Tokyo usually top of the bucket list for visitors to Japan? It's really simple. The city's unmatched blend of cutting-edge technology, rich history, and also unique culture is an irresistible combination. No matter if you're indulging in the freshest sushi at Tsukiji Market, diving into the crazy fashion scenes of Harajuku, or immersing yourself in the history and culture at the ancient temples like Senso-ji, Tokyo has all the things for you. Let me give you the insider tips and essential information you need to navigate this bustling metropolis city like a pro. Okay, get ready to dive into the must-know Tokyo travel tips that will make your trip unforgettable. Before diving into the nitty-gritty of Tokyo's travel tips, let's take a moment to set the stage. Planning a trip to such a vibrant and sprawling city can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we've got your back. First, you need to pick the right area to stay. For budget travelers, you can consider staying in areas like Asakusa or Ueno for more affordable options with easy access to major attractions. Asakusa is famous for the historical Senso-ji Temple, and Ueno has beautiful Ueno Park and a lot of different museums. If you're more into luxury options, then maybe look into Ginza or Roppongi for high-end hotels and fine dining. Ginza is renowned for the luxury shopping, exquisite restaurants, and stylish hotels, while Roppongi offers a more vibrant nightlife scene with chic bars, clubs, and cultural attractions. If you're into something cultural, then you might want to check out a traditional ryokan in areas like Yanaka for an authentic experience. Yanaka has a charming old town feel with narrow streets, traditional houses, and a lot of history. Staying in a ryokan is a really good way for you to immerse yourself in Japanese culture, complete with tatami mats, futon, and kaiseki meals. If you're going to be exploring other areas of Japan, you can also consider staying in a ryokan in a different place. One thing you absolutely need to do is to book early for busy seasons. This is so true, especially during peak seasons like cherry blossom, golden week, autumn, and at the end of the year at the beginning of the year period. Each of these times of the year are very unique, and that's why it brings in a higher number of visitors. The very peak of cherry blossom season is between late March to early April. The blooming of cherry blossom is a celebrated event throughout the entire country of Japan. In Tokyo, places like Ueno Park and Yogi Park become so crowded with both tourists and locals enjoying hanami, which is a flower viewing party. Golden Week is around late March to early May, which is a series of 4 national holidays within 1 week and one of Japan's busiest holiday seasons. A lot of residents take paid time off during this period of time, leading to packed trains, airports, and tourist spots. The key dates include April 29th, May 3rd, May 4th, and May 5th. Then we've got the autumn time, which is around mid-November to early December. Similar to the cherry blossom season, autumn brings a lot of beautiful colors to Tokyo's many parks and gardens. Then the end of the year New Year period is from late December to early January. New Year is Japan's most important holiday. A lot of people go back to their hometowns, and famous temples in Tokyo like Meiji Jingu and Senso-ji attracts millions of visitors for Hatsumode, and that is the first shrine visit of the year. One thing you can do is consider traveling during off-peak season for fewer crowds. For example, June is considered rainy season and usually has way less tourists. That also means lower prices because of the rain and usually quieter time to enjoy Tokyo. Summer months also tend to be less crowded compared to spring and autumn. One tip you absolutely need to know when you come to Tokyo is to download Google Maps. Google Maps is highly reliable and accurate in Japan. It gives you real-time information on train schedules, platform numbers, and the best route to your destination. You can just enter your current location and destination, and Google Maps will just offer all the detailed step-by-step direction, including walking paths within stations. Google Maps is so widely trusted by both locals and tourists for its accuracy in Japan. It also often updates to reflect any changes in any delays or any accidents. Besides the basic directions, something you might not know is that Google Maps actually offers offline maps, which is super useful when you're trying to explore more remote areas where you might not have such strong signals. One tip that you absolutely need to know about is to add free attractions to your itinerary. One free thing you can do is to visit one of the many parks and gardens in Tokyo. I usually find that walking through a park or garden can be a really refreshing break from the hustling and bustling of the city. It's free, it's beautiful, and you can join also guided tours in places like the Imperial Garden, and it doesn't cost anything. I'm a huge fan of Ueno Park because there's always something happening and the vibe is just so interesting. Yogi Park is another favorite, especially on the weekends when you can watch some live performances. Another free place that you can go to is Asakusa Cultural and Tourist Information Center, which is more than just a resource for visitors. It's an architectural gem designed by Kengo Kuma. The observation deck here offers some fantastic views of the city city, and best of all, it's really completely free. There are also many seasonal flower displays throughout the city. Whether it's cherry blossoms in spring or ginkgo leaves in autumn, Tokyo's parks offer some of the most beautiful places to see seasonal flowers. Shinjuku Gyoen is especially spectacular during the cherry blossom season. It's not free, but it only costs a little bit for you to enjoy this beautiful park. One thing you can consider is to join a food tour or local experience. There's no better way to get under the skin of a place than through its food and the people that know it best. Whether it's a street food tour, a local class with a local chef, or a behind-the-scenes market visit, these kinds of experiences really let you discover hidden gems, hear fantastic local stories, and pick up tips you'd never find in a guidebook. Plus, you'll be supporting small local businesses while you're at it, something we're really passionate about. If you're interested in finding out more about these cultural experiences and activities, make sure to check out the link that I have put in the description box down below. Let me give you some area tips. Tokyo is such a big place with countless neighborhoods, each offering its own unique vibe and attractions. Here are some tips on the must-visit areas and hidden gems that will help you make the most out of your Tokyo adventure. Make sure not to skip the big-name neighborhoods. Think about visiting some of the city's most famous areas and tourist favorites. Even if you're not a big fan of crowds, these incredibly popular spots are worth a visit for a lot of different reasons. One famous neighborhood is Shinjuku. It is a commercial center known for shopping, entertainment, and vibrant nightlife. Make sure to check out the panoramic view from the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building's observation deck. There's also Shibuya, which is famous for the iconic Shibuya crossing and also a lot of nightlife. This area is a hub for youth culture and entertainment. Definitely recommend you stop by to check out all the different vibes, the bustling shops, streets, and also restaurants. There's also Akihabara, which is a haven for tech enthusiasts and anime fans. There are so many different types of electronics and themed cafes, manga shops, and anime figurines that you can discover here. Harajuku is another area that's really famous, and it is the heart of youth fashion and quirky trends. You can explore all kinds of street food here, as well as animal cafes. Then we've got Asakusa, which is home to the historical Senso-ji Temple, and it has such a beautiful traditional vibe. Here you can enjoy the lively Nakamise shopping street that leads up to the temple. I love getting street food here, and there's just so much to explore, so many things to buy. So if you're a fan of shopping, of street food, of culture and history, make sure to definitely come to Asakusa. Another area that's very popular with tourists is Ginza, which is famous for luxury shopping, amazing high-end restaurants, and also stylish hotels. If you're a fan of high-end shopping, make sure to add it to your list. Even if you're not, you can definitely enjoy the architecture, and also there's the flagship store of Uniqlo in this area. Now that we've talked about the major neighborhoods of Tokyo, let's explore the lesser-known places. Here are some areas that I would highly recommend you check out. There's Nakano, which is known for Nakano Broadway, a multi-story shopping complex full of anime, manga, and pop culture. It's a quieter alternative to Akihabara. There are also a lot of Showa-styled alleys filled with different izakayas and eateries, and I think if you want to have a more local night out, I definitely recommend coming here. Right next to Nakano, we've got Koenji, which is a haven of vintage shopping, indie music scenes, and really good for people that are looking for a more unique cultural experience. The area is filled with secondhand shops, record stores, and live music venues. Meguro is another neighborhood that might not be on your bucket list. It offers a blend of modern and traditional experience. You can visit the Meguro River for beautiful cherry blossoms in spring and just enjoy that very local and beautiful atmosphere. Another Tokyo neighborhood you might have not heard about is called Kagurazaka. It's an old geisha district known for its charming narrow streets and French cuisine. You can find historical temples, traditional shops, and all kinds of cafes and restaurants here. One thing you can also consider is taking a day trip outside of Tokyo. One option is Yokohama, which has a beautiful waterfront area. There's also the Cup Noodles Museum and the historical Yokohama Chinatown. One place I really like is Kamakura and Enoshima. You can find the Great Buddha there with so many different temples. There's the scenic Enoshima Island with a perfect mix of history and nature. Another area just about 1 hour from central Tokyo is Kawagoe. Kawagoe is known as Little Edo for its well-preserved Edo period buildings, offering a glimpse into the historical Japan. You can explore the town's old clay-walled warehouse district, candy alley, and traditional streets. Another day trip option for you is Nikko. Nikko is home to the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Toshogu Shrine, and beautiful natural sceneries. The area is famous for stunning temples, waterfalls, and hot springs, providing a really beautiful and refreshing escape from the city. Now that we've talked about different neighborhoods and day trip options from Tokyo, let's talk about some tips related to transportation and getting around. Tokyo can be an overwhelming city for first-time visitors because of its really big size, the busy atmosphere, and the complex transportation system. But with the right preparation and a few practical tips, you can navigate the city's trains and other related transportation with ease and confidence. One really important tip is to get an IC card. One of the first things you should do when you arrive in Tokyo is to get an IC card like Suica or Pasmo. These rechargeable smart cards can be used on most trains, buses, and even for purchases at convenience stores and vending machines. Having an IC card will save you time and hassle, allowing you to travel more seamlessly, not having to buy individual tickets or calculate for every single journey. Something you should know is to avoid rush hour whenever you can. Try not to get caught in Tokyo's rush hour, which typically falls between 7:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning and from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening on weekdays. During these times, trains can become packed with commuters heading to and from work. Use Google Maps to check real-time train schedules and crowd levels. The app can suggest less crowded routes or times if your schedule is flexible. It's also really important to know which lines get crowded. So for example, Yamanote Line is a circular line and one of the busiest, connecting major districts like Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ikebukuro, and Tokyo Station. Expect heavy crowds, especially at Shinjuku Station, which is one of the busiest train stations in the world, if not actually the busiest. There's also Chuo Line, the rapid service one. This line runs through key areas like Tokyo Station, Shinjuku, and Kichijoji. It's really heavily used by commuters traveling from the western suburbs into the city center. Tokyo Metro Ginza Line connecting Asakusa and Shibuya can get very busy as well because it connects important business districts like Ginza and Shimbashi, making it very crowded during peak hours. Tozai Line is known for its extreme crowding during rush hour and because it connects the eastern Tokyo suburbs to central areas to western suburbs. Okay, without overwhelming you with all these different lines, let me tell you how to navigate rush hour like a local. If you do find yourself stuck in Tokyo rush hour, you can navigate it like a pro by going with the flow of the commuters. Keep moving and avoid blocking pathways on busy platforms and trains. Stand on the left side of the escalators to let others pass on the right, especially in crowded stations. Also, try to travel light by carrying minimal luggage or bags to make it easier to move through packed spaces. You can also try cycling around the city. Use bicycle rentals for a more flexible travel option. Exploring Tokyo by bicycle can be such a great way to enjoy the city. By riding through small alleys and streets, you get to see a side of Tokyo you might miss on trains. Speaking of transportation, you might also want to consider using taxis for short rides. Taxis in Tokyo are known to be on the pricier side, so it's best to save them for shorter trips, late-night journeys when trains have stopped running, or the occasion travel emergency. That being said, they're really reliable, safe, and easy to use, so don't stress if you need to grab one. You can check the estimated fares using Google Maps, which is super handy for planning. Even though apps like Uber does exist in Tokyo, it's usually actually quicker and just as efficient to flag one down the old school style. Just look for taxis that are available and just flag them down on the street. If you prefer using an app, Japan Taxi or Go is a great way to go. Most taxis now actually accept cashless payment as well, so you can tap your Suica or Pasmo card or pay with a credit card to make the whole experience even smoother. Something you might want to do is consider getting a transportation pass. Tokyo has a range of transportation passes that can make getting around the city way more convenient and budget-friendly, especially if you're going to be exploring multiple areas in a short period of time. One popular option is the Tokyo subway ticket, which gives you unlimited access to both the Tokyo Metro and Toei subway lines. It comes in 24-hour, 48-hour, and 72-hour versions depending on the length of your stay and how much you want to squeeze in. These passes are ideal for tourists that want to take multiple subway lines and are available at Narita and Haneda Airport, major subway stations, and even online if you prefer to prepare ahead. Another good shout is the Tokyo Combination Ticket, which offers unlimited rides for one day across JR East trains, Tokyo Metro, and Toei subway lines. It's perfect for a packed day of sightseeing using different rail systems. Let's talk about packing for Tokyo because it does require a little bit of planning in advance. You should always pack for the season. Packing smart is key when visiting Tokyo, especially because the weather shifts quite drastically throughout the year. In spring, the temperature is generally mild, but it can be a bit all over the place as well. One day can be warm and the next can have a surprise shower. Make sure to bring different layers like a light jacket or cardigan, and don't forget an umbrella or a raincoat. In summer between June to August, it's really hot, humid, and really intense. You want to bring breathable clothes like cotton t-shirts, shorts, and dresses. Also, a portable fan and a hat can be lifesavers. In autumn, which is September to November, the weather is more stable and quite pleasant, but layers are still your best friend. A light jumper and a jacket will get you through the day. Winter, which is December to February, gets really chilly even if it doesn't snow often here in Tokyo. Pack your sweaters, heavy coats, gloves, and a scarf, especially if you plan to be out walking around a lot. One thing you should know is to bring a light layer for AC. It might sound really weird, but even during Tokyo's sweaty summer months, trains can feel icy cold because of the air conditioning. Locals are used to it, but if you're not expecting it, it can catch you off guard. That's why it's smart to keep a light cardigan or sweater in your bag so you can keep warm and comfy while commuting between stops. And also when you're inside shopping malls, it tends to get quite icy as well, so make sure to bring it along with you. Another thing you can consider doing is carry a compact umbrella. Tokyo weather can be super fickle, especially during rainy season, which is around June to July, and typhoon season, which is late summer to early autumn. It might be sunny one minute and pouring the next. To avoid getting soaked unexpectedly, always bring a compact foldable umbrella with you. It barely takes up any space in your bag, and trust me, you'll be glad that you have it with you. This is a really important tip. Make sure to pack comfy walking shoes. Tokyo is a city best explored on foot, so comfortable walking shoes are a must. You'll be walking a lot in Tokyo between huge train stations, all the different neighborhoods, and all those must-visit shops, shrines, and side streets. A comfy pair of walking shoes is an absolute must. Trainers or cushion flats are perfect for everyday exploring. If you're planning to go to a fancy restaurant or to see a special show, it's also a good idea to pack a slightly dressier pair of shoes. That being said, don't stress too much. Tokyo's pretty relaxed when it comes to dress codes, and many nice restaurants are totally fine with clean, casual attire, including sneakers. Here are some tips for after you get to Tokyo. Arriving to Tokyo is really an exciting moment, but also it can be daunting. To help you settle in quickly and start your adventure smoothly, here are some tips to keep in mind for the first few hours in the city. Know how to get to Tokyo from Haneda Airport. Haneda Airport is so convenient and well connected to central Tokyo. There are a few great options depending on your budget and destination. One of the fastest routes is the Tokyo monorail, which takes you from Haneda to Hamamatsucho Station in just about 13 minutes. From there, you can transfer to the JR Yamanote line or other lines to reach your final stop. Another solid choice is the Keikyu line, which gets you to Shinagawa Station in roughly 11 minutes, where you can then transfer to different lines. If you prefer not to deal with transfers or you've got luggage, limousine buses or taxis can be relaxing and direct alternatives. For taxis, it gives you the door-to-door convenience and they're available 24/7 right outside the terminals. Just know that this option can be slightly pricier. If you're not flying into Haneda Airport, chances are you're flying into Narita Airport. Narita Airport is a bit further out from central Tokyo, but there are still many different easy ways to get into the city. One of the most popular options is the Narita Express, operated by JR East. This train offers a smooth, comfortable ride straight into the key stations like Tokyo, Shinjuku, and Shibuya, with the trip to Tokyo Station taking about 55 minutes. Another quick and convenient option is the Keisei Skyliner, which connects Narita to Ueno Station via Nippori in about 36 minutes. There are also limousine buses and again, of course, taxis. But with taxis, because Narita Airport is a little bit further out from the central Tokyo area, it is quite expensive, so just keep that in mind. Let's now talk about money. Let's talk about best spots to exchange currency. Exchanging currency in Tokyo is pretty straightforward if you know where to go. If you have foreign currency that you want to exchange, you can do that at Haneda Airport or Narita Airport. If you're looking to withdraw cash, ATMs at 7-Eleven, Lawson, Japan Post, Family Mart are great options. They accept most international cards and let you withdraw yen directly at competitive rates. For even more value, you can check out currency exchange centers in areas like Shinjuku, Shibuya, or Ginza. There are all kinds of shops like TravelX or smaller local exchange counters. Okay, there you have it. These are some of the essential tips to help you navigate Tokyo like a pro. From the bustling streets of Shibuya to the historical charm of Senso-ji, these tips will help you make the most out of your time here. We have all kinds of tours, group trips, and trip planning services. In case you're interested, you can have a look at the description box down below. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.